Excuse me. So you are joining me for our April social media roundup on the Naturally Social page. I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds and just make sure everybody can see me and hear me. If you're watching, do say hi. I like to see who's joining me each month. Do pop a little thumbs up or give me some love emojis, or just pop a comment in the comments box and just let me know you're there viewing. That would be amazing. I'm Natalie. I'm the founder of Naturally Social, and I am here again this month to give you our roundup for all things social media for the month of April. We've got quite a few things to go over. I do this every month. Really, it's just about going through some of the key headlines of the major social media platforms and what those changes mean for you, really. So I've got the thumbs up there from the team, all looking and sounding good, which is fabulous. Yeah, so we've got lots of stuff to go through. I'll say sometimes they're much longer than others. We've got a few key headlines to go through with you today. Hey, Ali, thanks for joining. Hope you're all good and staying safe and well. Thanks for popping on. As I always do say, that if you've got any questions, then do let me know. You can also join our Social Media Academy, and we'll put a link to that in the comments box below. I also host exclusive Facebook Lives in that group for those members, and we cover lots of different topics, from how to optimize LinkedIn, Facebook, how to use Instagram stories, etc., etc. So do head over there if you're not already a member. And yeah, these are lives once a month. We'll also blog about this roundup. So any links that or any updates that we reference, we will add links to those updates in our blog post, and then you can go and read the full lowdown for yourself when you've got time to afterwards. Obviously, I can't go through everything, so we try and put that on the blog on the website soon after. Okie doke. So a few things come up this month for all channels, really, and most of it is, of course, still kind of centered around COVID-19 and their responses to that. Hey, Fran, thanks for joining. So we're going to kind of run through some of those. I've made my own notes as well of a couple of things that I've picked up. But let's start with Facebook and something around parental controls, which I thought was a nice update to add for you guys who are parents out there. So Facebook have expanded their Messenger Kids app to more countries, but they're also adding additional features that are really around allowing parents to control who their child accepts, rejects, and talks to on the app. This is called supervised friending. That's the feature. And it will allow parents to choose who they allow their child to accept or reject as a friend. And it also allows them to add or remove contacts from the parent dashboard. So Facebook says that parental control is at the heart of Messenger Kids. Parents manage who their kids interact with and can monitor their child's activity in the app through the parent dashboard, but they can also download their child's information at any time. So this is a new update that's rolling out in the US first, but it will likely come out to other countries soon. Okie doke. Facebook is also introducing a quiet mode that will basically silence push notifications to your phone. This can be found in your timeline on the Facebook dashboard if you want to enable it. What this really does, or why they've introduced this, I think, is a kind of another move towards their safety and towards the kind of health and well-being element that we talked a lot about last year, to make sure people using social media apps were having the tools that they needed in order to spend less time or be more aware of how much time they're spending. Last month we talked about dark mode on WhatsApp, and yeah, and that was all about stopping the notifications coming through, the shine on the phone, etc., disturbing sleep. Well, quiet mode is similar for Facebook to that. Silencing push notifications on mobile phones, and it will work both manually and on a set schedule to pause notifications on the app, so you won't see the number on the icon badge on your smartphone, which I think is great, because when we manage so many pages, naturally we're going to see them come through in our business manager or on our personal app. So being able to, and I certainly encourage my team members to switch off notifications for business content so they're not inundated with that in their personal lives. So yeah, and they've kind of rolled this out really in the kind of acknowledgement that we're spending more time at home, so we're probably opening up our phones a lot more, and it's really around helping you to set boundaries for your time and how you use that time online. They're also going to be notifying people who are reading misinformation around coronavirus, so that algorithms will pick up on whether or not it's fake news, and they're going to be sending some push notifications and alerting people if they are clicking and opening that content that it is misinformation, which is a really welcome update. A quick thing on YouTube that I've scribbled down the top before I move on. YouTube this month announced some free DIY tools for small businesses to create ads in their dashboard, which I think is fantastic. I think a lot of businesses wonder how they can be using YouTube to elevate their reach, and as the kind of number 1/2 largest search engine in the world, owned by Google, of course, having a presence on YouTube can certainly benefit many, many, many businesses. And we know that advertising is beneficial for increasing reach and getting awareness out there. But it can be confusing and it can be complicated and perhaps expensive. And a lot of people think they need to have professionally filmed video content or created ads in order to use it. So they have, introduced a new DIY function, a DIY tool, should I say, which can be found in your dashboard on YouTube. Okie doke. Insta, let's move swiftly on to Instagram. One of the things I loved about Instagram this month, which was, again, as I said, in relation to COVID-19, is that they have released some new stickers to support small businesses. If you update your app and you use if you use Instagram stories, you will see that they now have a couple of stickers, one called gift cards and one called online food orders. This allows small businesses to promote themselves on stories and allow them to take orders through the function, and also it encourages customers, fans, supporters to buy gift cards for that business that can be used on a future date in the future for friends and family and colleagues. They've also added the fundraiser sticker as well, so you can show that you're supporting certain fundraise initiatives, and you can directly add in charities to support as well, which is great. They have also added in a challenge sticker, which we had to play with at the weekend, which is really fun. And it's kind of a great way for businesses to get people using their handles and to kind of create user-generated content for them. So you can set up a challenge and encourage your followers to take part, whether that be the 2.6 challenge that we saw at the weekend, or whether it be something else, something a bit of fun. I know a lot of the sporting clients that we work with, they're all setting stay-at-home challenges for their players, so that's quite a fun feature to use. The other interesting thing that I'm not sure if I touched upon this last month or whether it's something we discussed as a team actually, but Instagram announced that they are testing a feature that will allow Instagram users to live stream on both Insta and Facebook at the same time using a tool called Simulcast, or a feature called Simulcast. And that will basically give you an option from the stories menu, the story settings, in order for you, that will give you a feature, get all my words mixed up. It will give you a option in your story settings menu that will allow you to post to your Facebook page once you start going live from your stories. Similar to how Periscope allows you to broadcast to your Twitter account at the same time. So we'll add the link into that. I think it's probably, I haven't seen it yet. It'll probably start off in the US and then get rolled out gradually, but we'll add the link in there. They're also rushing out a memorial account feature, partly spurred on by the COVID-19 pandemic, but this was definitely in their kind of development plans anyway. But this is going to allow you to memorialize accounts by adding a feature under the account's username called, that will simply say remembering. And when these accounts are used in a piece of content or mentioned, there will be a special symbol, I think it's like a leaf, that will show that that's a memorial, a memorized in commemoration account. So those accounts will no longer show up in search feed, but they will allow friends of the account to continue to send DMs, although no one will be able to read them. And another sticker update for Instagram. They're going to be introducing a share professional sticker, which I really like. It's a bit like #FollowFriday, I guess, on Twitter, when you recommend somebody that you want, that you think your audience would enjoy following. And they're going to be introducing a share professional sticker where you'll be able to tag in business accounts and recommend professionals and branded content, which is fab. I read an article the other week, actually, that there are still plans to place ads in WhatsApp. This rumour or this development got quashed last year. Originally, there was rumours that Facebook were going to monetize WhatsApp, and then they kind of parked that. But it's kind of reared its ugly head again, so we'll keep an eye on how that goes and let you know. Keeping on the thread of WhatsApp then, they are updating the number of participants you can have in a video call up to the number of 8, which is substantially more than what it is currently. Obviously, this isn't there to compete with something like Zoom or Teams, which is really about team collaboration. But if you're using WhatsApp to talk to friends and family, then having a group chat with up to 8 people is going to extend that use of the app. And because it's probably the most secure, or one of the most secure messaging platforms out there at the moment, WhatsApp is a good channel to use because of its end-to-end encryption. So allowing more people to group call at the same time is a good step for WhatsApp. They've also partnered with the World Health Organization this month, keeping on the theme of stickers, to release a sticker pack that helps people stay connected during lockdown, which is called the Together at Home pack, which means basically it allows you to send things like air high fives, it allows you to celebrate heroes, show them love and appreciation. And they are kind of a complement to the stickers that we already see on stories from the World Health Organization, which are there to include to encourage social distancing, hand washing, and staying active. So this was what WhatsApp said. This is their quote: "We're excited to work with the World Health Organization to launch a Together at Home sticker pack that will help people stay connected throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. Stickers like these can be funny, educational, and universal, breaking through language, age, and other barriers." And I couldn't agree more. We absolutely love the stickers facility in stories here at Naturally Social, and they're getting, they keep getting better and better. And the fact that they're moving towards more a transactional basis is a huge benefit to businesses. If you aren't yet using stories, I am doing a Facebook Live on Thursday in the Social Media Academy about why you should be using stories. And we're also launching a stories bootcamp next week on the 4th of May for 30 days. It's all online. And we're going to really help you develop a strategy for using stories on Instagram and help you create it practically, show you how to put stories together that look fun and funky. So yeah, if you want some more information, we'll pop a link to that in the comments too. Okay, so moving on then in our roundup, we've got a few more left. We're going to look at Twitter and a bit of LinkedIn as well, and some Pinterest stuff. Primarily with Twitter, what they said this month is that they are they've basically been removing loads and loads of false news, fake news and false information. 2,230 misleading tweets were removed last month due to the COVID-19 policies, which will require users to remove any tweets which include unverified statements or claims which incite people to action and cause widespread panic, which again, very, very welcome update. These changes were brought in following the misinformation that was spread regarding 5G networks spreading coronavirus. This claim saw British 5G network towers being set on fire because of those conspiracy theories, which is unbelievable. Yeah, so I think that's a really, really welcome update in there. Pinterest, they've added a shop now button. If you are using Pinterest and you've got an e-commerce element to your business, then this is now going to allow you to tie the two together, similar to what Instagram and Facebook do, and allow you to shop directly, or your customers to shop directly through Pinterest when they see your products and services. So that is fab. They are also, which can be, to enable these, by the way, just go into your settings on Pinterest. They've also released a kind of top tips or how-to program for small businesses, because they're kind of saying that they're aware that best practices for using the platform are a little bit unknown, or some businesses are a little bit unsure. They love it. What I find is that most people love Pinterest in their personal lives. They don't know how to move that over into a business sense, which can be similar for lots of platforms, but I hear a lot about Pinterest. And so learning how to use a new platform in that way can be quite overwhelming. So they've provided a new overview of resources to help small and medium businesses make better use of pins. They've also flagged new reference material and educational tools that businesses can use to improve their pin presence. Included in the new resources being made available is the addition of new creative partners being added to their partner program. And these will help the businesses and creators find trusted partners to work with. And they include Adobe and Canva. So Canva, by the way, is great if you are using Pinterest, because they've got some wicked templates that you can use that are already pre-sized, perfect for pins on the platform. Keeping on the thread of Pinterest, we tweeted this last month, but Tailwind, who are the approved third-party app for Pinterest, released some news about funding support for small businesses during the COVID-19 pandemic. They've basically announced a relief fund worth about $1 million, and this is basically giving credits for the Tailwind platform for up to 3 months. And they've also included a pay it forward section of their relief fund application, where the applicant is able to nominate 3 small businesses that they would know, that they believe would benefit from that grant. So good work, Tailwind, and good work, Pinterest. Okay, and then lastly, we've seen some new, not lastly, well, we saw some new updates to Snapchat last month for Earth Day particularly. They're always updating new lenses, which is fab. And they had a special 50th anniversary Earth Day addition to that, which encouraged Snapchatters to learn more about the Earth and how to protect the planet. And they're really lovely. They basically include a hand tracking feature and an Earth game via the filters carousel, which is really fun. Awesome. So, and actually Instagram founders, I saw this last month, Instagram founders have come together to create a new app to track COVID-19 and people who are displaying symptoms or who have suffered from the illness in the area. And that was really useful and informative. I think there's quite a few of these going on at the moment, and I'm yet to see one myself. I haven't downloaded one myself yet to use, but do keep an eye out for any of those if that's of interest to you, to have a look at where the pandemic is in kind of respect to where you are and where you're based. Okay, cool. So I'm just looking through my notes there. And lastly, a couple of things for LinkedIn, really. They're introducing a poll feature, which doesn't surprise me because poll features have been popping up all over the place on all social media channels. Polls would be great, I think, if you're going to start using LinkedIn as a thought leadership platform for you and your business. Polling will allow you to ask your followers questions around what would they find useful to know and understand. You can then use that information to really drive your strategy and content plan as well. And then lastly, they also introduced LinkedIn events for for company pages. So they launched this last month or a couple of months ago, whenever it was. Sorry, my brain's gone. They launched it to a specific, to a selected group of company pages to start with. Now they've introduced it far and wide. Similar to how you can create events on Facebook, you can now create events on LinkedIn. So really, really useful, A, if that's your prime platform, 2, to get more reach of the events that you are creating if they're going to benefit your business community. And 3, they're going to make your business page more useful and engaging and gives you some more content to share to help get some traction on your company pages too. So that's events on company pages. Okie dokie, I think that is everything. We've covered Instagram, we've covered WhatsApp, we've covered Pinterest, we've covered LinkedIn, and we've covered Facebook and Twitter. I hope that was really interesting and useful, even if you just caught a couple of nuggets of information there, guys. Do keep a lookout for the blog, because we'll put all of that in more detail and the links to those updates in the blog post that we'll share later on today, so you can read those. If you want to join us for exclusive Facebook Lives, then come along to the Social Media Academy, and we will also share a link to our bootcamp on Instagram stories next week, which starts on Monday, the 4th of May. Thank you so much for joining me as usual. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I hope you have a great Monday and a great week. Let me know if I can help you at all, if you've got any questions, or if you've got any thoughts on our roundups. Greatly appreciated. And I will sign off for now. And don't forget to join me on Wednesday, because I'm going live again on Wednesday. Free webinar all about understanding your Facebook page analytics. So if you are aware that they're there, but you don't know how to use them or how to interpret them, then I'd recommend jumping along to the page for that. It's at 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Bye.